perfect.
It looks like it's only Kym and Harrison, though, so you guys can just fire away.
All right, cool. Hey, Nick, good to see you again.
Good to see you guys. Good to see you.
Good to see you. So, first of all, like, what do you anticipate your role being this year, and like, what have they talked to you about with what they see from you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm coming in here to compete. We got a lot of stuff to figure out, obviously, over the next few days. They'll be adding some more pieces, so I know that I can play, center, right guard, left guard, whatever it is. I want to compete for a spot. I really, if that, depending on what they do, if that center job is something I can compete for, that's something that I want to do. Really enjoy just getting the chance to compete for a spot. And center's a position I played a long time. Haven't had a ton of opportunities to play since I got to the NFL. So if that opportunity is there, would love it. If not, just excited to be back. I mean, it's a really good building. Really excited for Stape and Shane, who are guys that were up. Stape's been awesome the last 2 years, and Shane I've known since I was 20 years old at Illinois. So really excited for both of them. Stape definitely deserved this opportunity, and Shane as well. So excited for them. Excited to have Wiley back as well already in the offensive line room, and hopefully add a few more new pieces. Maybe keep some guys not sure about all that, but I like the room we have so far, and hopefully add a few more pieces over the next couple days.
And what if you go to center, like, what do you like about that? What suits you at that position?
I think the biggest element of it for me is the leadership role that centers are almost required to have. Before Jay gets the play call, gets in the huddle. It's my huddle if I'm at center, and just getting the boys ready, getting the boys right for when Jay is in the huddle. Communicating at the line of scrimmage. It's really the one spot. It's like if you're at guard, you obviously have your tackle, your center. You talk with the other guard. You're kind of too far away from the other tackle to communicate much. At center, you really get to communicate to all five. Occasionally, the tight ends, quarterback. I get to use the skills and the things I've learned in the mental side of football. Probably the most at center, so I really enjoy that. And then just that's the position I've always played. I was a center my entire childhood, all of high school, and then at Illinois in my last 7 years in the league, I've always kind of been in that. Whether I was starting or not, it was always kind of the backup center. So I love that role. I'm comfortable in it. And if that's open, that's an opportunity. Would love to compete for that.
Hey, Nick, congrats, man. Welcome back.
Thank you.
I asked Andrew this question. I'm going to ask you the same question. You guys have been together all but 1 year, really, since you joined forces in Kansas City. How impactful is it for you to have him back along with you this season?
It's awesome. Big Y's, he's like family to myself and really my entire family, and his as well. I think they're going to be coming out to my parents' house probably in a few weeks. Wiley and I did split a few bourbon barrels together. So he's going to come over, pick up his cases, and we'll spend a day together. And just a good human being, dude. I've been fortunate enough to be around for now 7 years of my 8 years in the NFL. Good human being from a good family, got the same Midwest values. So that was seeing him sign and then being able to sign and stay. That's pretty cool because I was told a long time ago by an old Illinois player that played in the NFL and basically said like it's hard to make friends in the NFL. You're not going to be able to make a lot of them. So the fact that able to have made quite a few friends in the NFL, which fortunate enough to be around long enough, but to make a really good friend like that I consider family, pretty special.
Yeah, and obviously a lot of changes are expected this season for you guys, from scheme to obviously the roster term, like you just kind of reference every single offseason. Are you a person that really kind of embraces the changes and maybe even gets excited for the new, or kind of how do you balance your emotions with those things on the horizon?
Yeah, obviously locker rooms you get to those last 2 weeks of the year, and a sentiment that was shared with me early that I try to share now with some of the younger guys is like the locker room will never be the same. So enjoy the last few weeks because it changes every year. You lose, close friends, good relationships, and new guys come in. And the dynamic changes every year. So always excited to see, guys that we retained. Obviously, Tress is, a huge part of this community. I've seen DYs as well signed, which is awesome. What a just incredible human being. And a few other guys as well. So keeping some guys around is awesome. Excited to see the new guys. And then staff-wise, I'm not sure if we were talking about that, but Blau, that's an awesome hire. That was one of those guys that I knew, DQ had texted the offensive line and quarterbacks when that news was going to break, and one of those that I knew the media would have a lot of questions, and just because it's a young hire, obviously. But I met him, obviously played against him 5 times at Purdue in Illinois. I think he got the better of us 4 of those 5, which sucks. But so I knew him from there, respected him from there, and then he was actually one of our quarterbacks at the East-West Shrine game through the draft process, and immediately was like, man, this guy, he's the reason that Purdue was able to have some success while he was there. He had a big win over Ohio State when he was there. He's just the right guy that you want in the building. Loves what he's doing. Has his priorities straight. Loves football. And you could say that about a lot of people in this league, but just he's a guy that truly loves what he's doing and deserves this opportunity. So really excited for him. Really excited to help, in whatever way I can help the offensive line learn the new system. But I'm really, really excited for the future with him at OC.
And you've been on the one side of free agency. We're trying to figure out your future, what's next for you and your family. Being on this side of free agency, where you have your contract, you know where you're going to be playing in 2026. What's your focus this week? Do you pay attention move by move, or do you just kind of get the updates in general, or how much do you pay attention to it, or not at all?
Yeah, I definitely pay attention to it on a team basis and league wide. One, for the guys we're bringing in, excited to see who we're bringing in. 2, for the guys that we can't bring back. That's one of my favorite parts about the league is when guys have to depart because we couldn't keep them or another team was willing to give them more. There's always so much excitement for that guy. Like this league's tough. It's hard to stick around for 1 year, let alone make it to that second contract or third contract, whatever it is. And it's always so exciting to see those guys that have put time in, put the work in, and are able to go get themselves and their family taken care of for a long time. So love that part of it. And then the football nerd side of me, the contract. I do love seeing the markets and seeing if I have any type of idea of what guys are worth and what they're going to sign for. So always intrigued to see how those deals work out because it's, this is my job, it is my profession, but there's still the football, fan side of me as well that loves seeing that side of it too.
Awesome. Thanks, Nick. Congrats again, man.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Anybody else? All right. Thanks, Nick.
All righty. Thanks, guys.
Where's the thing? Okay, you're good.
All right.
Yay. Okay. Oh my god, this light is so bright. Alright, I don't know what you have to do now, but I guess I'll just bring you back to the lobby.